Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? What's going on, everybody? Anything new and exciting with anybody? Oh man, raining outside here in North Carolina. It is raining outside, and I am still in North Carolina, although I am no longer in Oriental. So made a little progress today. Not a ton of progress. I am past Beaufort now. Hey Trav, what's up? Yep, so I've already got Beaufort. Hey Trav, what's up? Yep, so I've already got Beaufort in my rear view mirror, and now I have Beaufort, Beaufort coming up. Oh yeah. North Carolina and South Carolina have two towns. I think they're pretty much spelt about the same. One's Beaufort, one's Beaufort. So funny times. But anyhow, yeah, had a good run today. Crossed the last big water I think I'm gonna have on my trip. Hey John Dolan, how you doing, sir? Hey Chief, what's up, man? No, hey John Dolan, how you doing, sir? Hey Chief, what's up, man? No, not quite first, Chief, not quite, almost. Yeah, I had a pretty good day today. Pulled out of Oriental really late, about 8 o'clock or thereabouts, but made it here to where I'm at by about 2. Which was just fine because there was some rain coming in. I got in here, got my hook down, I'm on anchor right now, got all settled in, and then it started to rain. And Pilot, I agree with you completely. Cheers, brother. Hey Wiley, what's up, man? How you doing? So yeah, we came down. Let's see, we went underneath 3 or 4 bridges, railroad bridge, highway bridges, down a canal. Kind of an interesting, neat canal. Had a lot of traffic going the opposite direction today, which made me a little nervous. Seen a lot of sailboats heading the wrong way on the ICW. Tempted me actually to get on my VHF and talk to one of them and say, you know, is there something up ahead I'm not aware of, a bridge closure or something? And he's like, no, we're just going back over to this marina. So so far I have not run into anything delay whatsoever. I did run aground today in my first bit of shoaling that I found, not too far from where I am right now, actually. Apparently the Florence had pushed a little bit of sand and stuff in, so to be fair, I was sort of crowding one of the buoys. I was a little too close to one of the buoys as I was approaching it, and got a little bit outside the track and started running aground, so I had to stop, put it in reverse, back out of where I was at, and then get back in the channel and keep going. So okay, so that happened. So hey Steve, what's going on, man? How you doing? I don't care who you are. If you're spending any amount of time living aboard on a sailboat or using a sailboat to travel, you are going to run aground from time to time. John, thank you very much. John, appreciate that. John just hit my PayPal. Awesome, sir. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you. That's going to go towards some fuel. I have to admit, though, today I felt a real sense of peace and comfort today motoring down. Old Ape hung out with me all day today. Ape is the new name for my Apex dinghy. I'm calling it Ape, just taking the X off the end. Anyhow, Ape did a really good job today. Towed right behind the boat, stayed in, tucked in nice and cleaned. Hi, so everyone, what did I miss? Hey, Miss Shar, how you doing? You really didn't miss much. I just already told everybody everything they needed to know about my day, and now I'm done, so I'm not going to repeat myself. No, that's not true. I'm sure I'll repeat myself 5 or 6 times during this live stream. So, hey Wood Beast, what's up? How you doing? So anyhow, got here just in time to get the hook down. Fair enough. Got here just in time to get the hook down and get settled in, and got the boat all secured, back down on the anchor, all that kind of stuff. Put my little extra trolling weight out on my anchor to improve my scope. I'm in sort of a tight area, so I can't lay out a whole lot of scope in here. Fortunately, I really don't have to. I'm only in about 6 feet of water, 6, 7 feet of water maybe. and I've got a 5-foot keel. Fortunately, this is low tide when I came in here. So, Martin, you know, I would expect that ape is slowing me down. It was my experience towing my slat floor dinghy that I think it was costing me about a ½ mile an hour. But for the most part today, I was doing 6.5 to 7 miles an hour with the boat. Now, maybe that was because I just happened to have the tide and the current going with me for the entire way today. It's not likely. So yeah, of course, you know, you would have to assume it's slowing me down a little bit, but I think this hard bottom dinghy with these, you know, really big tubes on it, I think it's not setting down in the water as much as like that slat floor did, so it's not slowing me down nearly as much. So ape needs a Jolly Roger. Yeah, flagpole on him. Yeah, I've got to get a light for him. I need a 360-degree white light that I need to mount onto the stern, because you do need to have one of those on it. I have the fire extinguisher. I have a throwable device. I have, of course, my life vest, which I'll have on when I'm in the dinghy. So I meet all of the Coast Guard requirements. Not required to have placards in the dinghy. I'm going to move some of my flares and fuses over to that. Hey Gene, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, man? So I'm going to move some of the fuses over there, flare gun, that kind of stuff. So I've got those things available and on hand. And of course, set the anchor and stuff in the dinghy. I was sort of tempted to do that while I was there in Oriental. I was going to pull the boat up onto the dock and then, you know, spend some time and actually was going to spend today and tomorrow working on it. But then I found out that apparently there is a dock cam there, and all of the troll people had me under surveillance, and we're having a high old fine time, you know, being able to watch a picture of what I was doing. I guess it took a picture every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or something like that. And so they figured if they saw a snapshot of me every 5 minutes, they knew exactly what I was doing, you know, whether I did or not. So anyhow, I decided I'm just going to move on and remove that irritation from my life. Sad thing about beer, they need to make the cans bigger. So yeah, Woodbeast, I agree. There was a webcam set up there that they found that apparently was aimed at the town dock there in Oriental, and so those sick bastards were having joy keeping me under surveillance all the time. So thanks, No Plastic. Yeah, I'm really happy with Ape. I'm really happy with Ape. It gave me such a good comfort level today, knowing that if the boat sank, you know, I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong with a sailboat. Sailboats can catch fire, you can put a hole in them, especially an old boat like this with old wiring. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong, and I'm not one to dwell on all the negative stuff. I never have been, you know, one of those people that, you know, needs to address and make sure I have every single thing covered. I just wanted to, most town docks actually don't have webcams, Marla, but okay, go with that, that's fine. I'm not going to argue the point. In any event, I got out of there and moved on. So well, Marla, I've been doing this since May, and that's the first town dock I was aware of that had a webcam on it. So I guess, you know, use those odds as a comparison, I guess. Some may beg to differ. I don't know what you're begging to differ about, but okay. All the ones then. Well, I don't know what to tell you, darling. I've been at town docks for all along the Erie Canal, down the Hudson River, across Lake Erie, Long Island Sound, around New Jersey, Delaware, Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, and now North Carolina. And that's the first time that I'm aware of that I was under surveillance with a webcam. So I don't think it's as common as what you might imagine. So, automatic refilling beer cans or something I'm working on. I'll keep you posted. All right, Chief. That sounds like a good plan, man. I look forward to that. Yes, it's still sick either way. No plastic. I agree. It really is. Who cares? Well, Mike, you know, I guess you're right. I shouldn't care, but it just weirds me out, you know. So you're heading back to Ohio for the holidays. That sounds nice. I don't know how you know this stuff, Evil No Evil, or who you are for that matter, but I would like to be back in Ohio to visit my grandkids and stuff for Christmas. You know, Carl, you have enough evidence to sue for defamation of character if you so desire. I know, John. I'm just, you know, I could, but then I got to spend the next 2 years of my life having to further deal with these idiots, and they're just not worth my time. It's just not worth my time. So, and I am sure that even if I was successful in bringing a case like that and I were to win the case, I'm sure these people have no assets to make it worthwhile going after anyway. So all I would be doing is spending a bunch of money in lawyers and irritating myself for the next couple of years while I'm dealing with that nonsense. I just as soon put them and all their nonsense behind me and leave it alone. So, okay. Carl, I found an IV for my Pierce Works Gray. There you go. It was the Doc's camera, Doc Cam. They had a webcam up track, yes. It was the generator police cam. No, actually, you know, the whole time I was there, pilot, nobody said anything to me about the generator, and I ran my generator pretty much all day long. I didn't run it at night, but all day long while I was there. I made sure I shut it off in the evening so that the other sailboat tied next to me didn't have to listen to my generator while they were sitting in their cockpit enjoying their evening sundowners. And so, you know, with that courtesy in place, nobody ever worried about it. So, okay. More than you would think it would be more. Okay. You said that yesterday, you forgetful nut. Okay, yeah, well, I'm sick to watch someone on a public camera who broadcasts their life on YouTube. Put it behind you and you'll eventually go away. Yeah, that's the plan, Gene. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah, they're just trying to get attention. So, hello, Paula. Ian, buddy, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Report you. Put it in. Oh, no doubt. Hey, Marie, how you doing? Yeah, happy birthday, Pilot. There you go. Pilot's birthday. I thought that was yesterday. Wasn't his birthday yesterday? I don't know. So anyhow, so I left Oriental today. First thing I did was I made sure that Ape was fine. And Ape held air. Ape looks great. Didn't seem to be the slightest bit air loss in the tubes at all. So I'm very, very happy with it. So hey Billy, what's up, ma'am? So anyhow, so yeah, I left Oriental, crossed the Sound, no problem, not much wind early in the day. Got into, oh, I forget the name of the canal up there. Anyhow, I ran down this long, narrow canal. Very skinny canal, very, very narrow canal. Not a lot of room for it. But more room than where I'm at right now. This stretch of the ICW along the coast here in North Carolina, man, the buoys, the markers, the channel markers are close together, and this channel is very, very narrow. You really got to be on it all the time. So, oh, apple picker, you're figuring. I'm not figuring out anything about why. I don't worry about what other channels do or don't do. I know why I do my channel the way I do, and they're entitled to do their channel however they feel like it. So, the alternator, well, it's still in place. It's not charging anything, but it's in place. So, Billy, I have no idea. I'm late, sorry. So you named the infamous dinghy Ape. Well, I didn't name it Ape. It's already named Ape X. So I just dropped the X from Ape X, so it's now Ape. Makes it easy to remember. So Yep, Gene, that's absolutely correct. If anybody doesn't like what I'm doing here, they can certainly go watch something else. So, daily live streams rocks. I think so, Wood Beast. You know, I make myself out there. I put myself out there, you know, and offer interaction much more than anybody else that's on this genre. So, if people don't seem to appreciate or understand that, well, that's their issue, but that's okay. So, well, I left because I had a weather window to go. I didn't leave because of that. I left early maybe because of that, but yes, you're doing things. Okay. But you left, so I'm sure Frank will do anyways. Wait, didn't you just rebuild the alternator and now it's not charging that much up? No, we did not rebuild the alternator. We rebuilt the alternator bracket, and we redid all the wiring on the alternator, and we remounted a bracket that was on the back of the alternator as well, but we did not have the alternator rebuilt. So that works for a dinghy name. Yeah, I thought it's an Apex. Everyone was giving me a hard time because I kept calling it an Avon instead of an Apex. It's an Apex, so the easy way for me to remember that I have an Apex is it's an ape with an X. I have an ape dinghy, so I named the dinghy Ape. So I hope that makes everybody happy, and all the little dinghy name people out there can get over themselves. So, Ian, I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you. Get some copper in your spare time. You can. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go rewrap my alternator. Yeah, I don't think so. You have the Avon lady on your mind. Could be, Wood Beast. You know, I've been thinking about Avon actually lately. Seriously, I really have been. Avon makes a product called Skin So Soft, which I have found to be the absolute top shelf, best ever mosquito repellent stuff ever. If you've ever used Skin So Soft from Avon, it really keeps the mosquitoes off and away from you. Actually, I used it quite a bit while hunting back in the day. I especially liked it for turkey hunting, and so you know, yeah, I was thinking about Avon and trying to see if I could find some supply of Skin So Soft because it doesn't irritate my skin and it keeps the mosquitoes away. So, hey, Diesel. We live for it here in the Keys. Skin So Soft. Yeah, there you go. I agree, and it smells great. It does, Paula. It does. You are correct. Still love the new Ajax dinghy. Yep. Okay. Apex, not Ajax, A-P-E-X, Apex. We're now calling the dinghy Ape. That's the dinghy's new name is Ape. Boy, I'm itchy tonight. Every so often I get itchy from stuff. I don't know what it is, but it smells gross. Oh, I don't think it smells gross. I think it smells pretty good. Anyhow, so when I get itchy, I've learned to take these allergy pills, and they seem like they really help. I think when I did laundry this last time, I think there was some residue from some of the laundry soap still in the machine, and it got onto my clothes, my sheets and stuff, and so that's what's making me itch. You do seem itch a lot. I do, yeah. Gene, I work on generators, yeah. Well, as long as the itching isn't chronic. My husband would never use it hunting because of the smell. Actually, Paula, you know what? I used it hunting all the time, and I used it even while bow hunting, and I had no problem getting very close to deer wearing Skin So Soft. They didn't seem like they had alarmed them very much at all. All the mosquitoes are dead there. Okay. Did you get the... It's that a cold beer? Yes, that's a cold beer. Yeah, man. Yep, fleas are off the boat. No more fleas. Well, that explains everything. All right, there you go, Gene. There you go. Gene has it. 42. That explains everything. 42. Yes, Marla, my dog Lily had fleas, but after battling them for about the last 60 days, we finally got the fleas gone and have no more fleas erupting here on the boat. So the dog did have fleas. She does not have fleas anymore. We actually used a three-prong approach. We used two different, we used a drop stuff that went down her back, then we had a pill that she got from the veterinarian that she also took, and then she got flea baths, all three of those, and in combination I used a flea spray on all the linens and stuff in here and towels that she, Douglas Adams fan, there you go. I used a fleece spray and a fleece shampoo, so really a four-way approach. So my bitch is thinking about, yep, so no more fleas on the boat. So, and of course, you know, just having fleas around made me weird. It's one of the reasons why I made sure I took off everything. No home for fleas on me, so wanted to make sure they didn't have any place to hide. Of course, I swim so much every day, I doubt they would stay on me very long anyway. Yes, a four-pronged approach. Yes, correct, Evil. So, anyhow, made pretty good headway today. The boat ran perfectly today. In fact, I was kind of noticing, when I start the boat, I started out at full throttle and just, you know, let it get up to speed. And at full throttle, I get a little bit of vibration and stuff. And then what I do is I grab the throttle and I pull it back just a skosh, just like a quarter-inch off of full throttle, and that drops the RPMs down into a sweet spot with this boat. And it's just, the whole boat gets really smooth, and man, it just chums along then. Chums along, 6 miles an hour, just chums along all day long, no problem. The boat is nice and smooth, hardly any vibration. And so I was sort of impressed with that today. I was real pleased with how well it kind of got into its rhythm and then just moved out all day long today. It just kept moving out. Yeah, I am south of Beaufort right now. Bush beer. No bush beer. Pour flour on yourself. It happened. I'm not putting flour on myself. Apple cider vinegar will get rid of fleas too. Huh. Okay. Was created. That makes a lot of people very angry and well regarded as a bad move. Yeah, well, I was actually 42 was more of a quote from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing, right? Yep. Well, you said it was beer. I was just wondering what kind. Heine beers. When pigs, not if. Always a matter of when. Yeah, it's not if. Everything is always going to break. So, grab behind you. Okay. There you go. Anywho, so the boat ran perfectly. I'm very happy with where we're at. We're making good progress. I think about 30 some miles today, so not real far. No, I'm not going anywhere in the dinghy. It's raining outside. It's dark out. So I'm on anchor. I'm on anchor tonight, Miss Shar. Yeah, no dock tonight. I'm on anchor. So alcoholic and necrophiliac have in common. They both love to crack open a cold one. Okay. Oh, that's a little rough, man. This guy's pushing it. Yeah, Marla. Okay, well, John needs to behave. John needs to behave, so what can I tell you? Might want to reconsider Dinghy's name. The trolls are going to have a heyday with that. Oh, whatever. Take one from me. All right, Eddie, will do. Will do. This one's for you, Eddie. There you go. Do you have some backup funds for the next win? Nope, spent my backup funds buying this dinghy. I don't have backup funds for the next win. Adams wrote this. Yes, I know that. I know he wrote the Hitchhiker's Guide. Yep. I was just clarifying for those people that weren't sure what that came from. So, and thank you for the fishes too. Let's just put that quote out there as well. So, 80K is heading towards the ICW. They endured Michael while on the hook and had a hell of a night. Any chance you'll be meeting up and maybe buddy-buddy with them in Florida? I don't know, stuck in BC. They're ways behind me right now. So I don't know. When they get here, they, you know, if they catch up to me, they may not catch up to me. I don't know. I know they were way behind me, you know, while I was in Port Washington. They went by and head down to Annapolis, and I passed them. So we've been kind of leapfrogging each other. But unless they're traveling a whole lot faster and more aggressively than I am, which I kind of doubt, I don't think they're going to catch me again. But they might. You never know. Shit happens. So let's see what I missed in the chat. How will you pay your phone bill? Well, I'll pay my phone bill from this week's earnings. How's that, Evil Knievel? How are you going to pay your phone bill? I imagine you're going to pay your phone bill from this week's paycheck, aren't you? So why would you assume I would be doing anything any different? People are just weird. Hot food. Well, I imagine I will pay for it out of my earnings from this week. Thank you, Pilot. Appreciate that. You've trust me on this one for once. Trust you with which one, Adam? I don't know what you're referring to. They are weird. Yep, they had a long stay over at the boat show. I agree. Yep. I nominate Apple Picker be gone. Okay, let's put that to a vote. Anybody that wants to see Apple Picker gone, let's hear it. If we get enough yays, we will vote Apple Picker off the island. What about? You said you don't have any money. Why is that such a bad question? Well, most people don't have any money after they spend a whole lot of money on one particular item, and then it takes a little time to get money gone, get money back. So, yays, nays. Okay. Well, it looks pretty. Let me see. I think we're even there. So, well, Evil Eddie. Okay. Gone. Good one. Yay. I'm for freedom of speech. Okay. Alright, well. Okay, well, Pilot, come back up. When you want to go ahead and take care of that, let's let Apple Picker be gone then, so saith the crowd. So, oh, Gene, thank you, buddy. Gene just hit my PayPal. Thank you very much, Gene. I appreciate it, man. There you go. So I'm well on my way to getting my phone bill covered, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. But when John starts asking about my boobs, it's okay. Well, you know, most of my people are guys here, so. Goodbye, Apple Picker. Apple Defender. Bang, your earnings is just up 50 bucks. Yep, Gene, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. You rock, dude. You rock. There's so many of you guys out here that rock, though. I mean, you really do. So thank you very much, Gene. I appreciate that. You'll end up with nobody but your mods. Well, I don't know. My channel's actually growing, Paula. I keep adding subscribers on a regular basis. So not a lot, but enough to keep me happy. So. Hi, I'm in the Keys. Come on down, Edwin. All right. Well, I'm headed that way, man. I'm heading down to Marathon. So hopefully we'll see you down there. We can meet up. So looking like another troll. Zappa moderators. Yeah, we've got that all taken care of, Chief. Here, Anita. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Yes, I'm a guy, but I like the V. Paula, good night, everybody. Not my kind of channel at all. Okay, Paula, take care. We'll see you later. What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jew? The Boy Scout comes back from camp. Oh, Bill, come on. We don't do that kind of stuff here. Bill, please, I'm going to let that one go by, but let's not do that again. We don't do anti-Semitic jokes on my channel. I don't like, okay, I'm going to just clarify this right now. I don't like anybody attacking anybody on my channel. I don't care what your background or what's best, you just don't do that on my channel. So I'm going to leave that one alone. Actually, I'm not even going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave that one out. I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to tell you, don't do that again or you're gone. So, Colonel, serious question, did we get to vote people off? Yes, Billy, we do get to vote people off. Yep. Although I am the final arbitrator. My channel is open to a democratic process. But rather than a full-blown democracy, this is more of a benevolent dictatorship. And believe me, I'm just the dick to be a tater. So, okay. provides entertainment people of the world and find value in his entertainment. He is worth his wage. Well, thank you, Seabiscuit. I appreciate that, man. Times 2, let me swim. How much every day? As much as I can, Adam. It depends on where I'm at. Like there in Oriental, I didn't want to swim in that water at Oriental. That water was rank there in Oriental. Now I'll tell you what, when those shrimp boats came in, man, that place just, I mean, I like the smell of shrimp, but that place reeked of shrimp. I mean, it was a thick, sickly blanket of smell of shrimp on everything when those shrimp boats came in and were all unloading and stuff. I was really happy to see them go on that Sunday, although there was another shrimp boat that came in the next day, Monday, while I was waiting on the dinghy, and man, it was pretty rank. It was just pretty rank, so. Okay. Okay. I think the vote deserves a recount. I counted more nays. But as I said, Carla, I'm the final arbitrator, so no joke about shrimp boats. Okay, guys, Doug is not gone. I have not blocked Doug from my channel, so I don't know what you guys are going on about. Doug's not here tonight. Actually, after Doug's comment after hours the other day, Doug probably shouldn't be on my channel. Doug's got enough of his own issues that he needs to work through. And I wish my buddy well. I support him wholeheartedly, and you know, but I've not blocked him and I've not banned him, so. So anyhow, that's what's going on here on the good ship Lily 2. Me and the dog are fine. Old Ape hung in behind us, and I'm really thrilled with her. Looks like we're gonna have what comment was that? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Johnny Hag. Oh, Billy, I'm always here. I'm always here. Yep, Jared, that's what I named the dinghy. It's an Apex brand, and I called it Ape. So that's where that's at. So, Sarah, I watched Doug's last live stream. I don't participate on it. I'm sure Doug's probably watching tonight, but not participating. So, I'm in North Carolina, Eddie. I am about 2 days away from being in South Carolina, though. Yeah, Paul, it is a very nice dinghy. I'm really impressed with how large the tubes are on it. It's got really big tubes, and it towed beautifully today. I mean, it just hung right in behind the Lily. It just hung right in behind us. Did a great job. Towed beautifully. I don't think it slowed me down hardly a bit. So. I get, well, you know, Mike, you're trying to have a conversation and you're trying to read the comments here at the same time. You try doing that and see how easily you get distracted. It's not as easy as what you might think. So, anyhow. So, yeah, I'm really happy with Ape. I think Ape's going to be a good asset to have here on the boat. It was also really nice to get the other dinghy up off the bow, up off the deck. It really improved my visibility and made it a lot easier for me to see where I was going. So, yeah, I can shit about my tube. CJ. Needs a big tube to carry your big tube. Yeah, Mike, that's absolutely correct. Yeah, need to have a big dinghy to carry my fat butt. So. Fill the tubes with helium. I do that, pilot, but I'm afraid my boat would float away. You know, it would just, that much helium under pressure, I bet you it would lift that boat right off the water. So, towns have been spraying for mosquitoes post-hurricane. That might be part of the itchy skin issue. Huh. I hadn't thought about that, Miss Shar. You might be correct. I have seen crop dusters flying around, so so you never know. You never know. That could be very much what happened. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Anyhow, the reports are though that all the water is open, all the bridges are working, is what I've heard last. I'm not aware of any problems. 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. per Facebook. Huh. Helium, it would create less drag in the water. Yeah, because it wouldn't even be in the water. As big as those floats are, Gene, the whole dinghy would just be floating up in the air. I'd have to have a tether to keep it tied down to the boat so as it hovers above my boat. Sarah, was interesting watching the family dynamic in real time. Huh. All right, well, you guys are having fun. You guys talk about whatever you like. I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. Have no comment. That's my response. No comment. So, hey, Woodbee's talking about, oh yeah, hovercrafts. So, you know, when I was going around the naval base down there in Norfolk, Virginia, I got passed by a bunch of hovercrafts. Well, today I had six or seven of these unmarked, I don't know if they were Coast Guard or military, very mean, angry looking boats go by me today. They weren't but maybe 25 or 30, 32, 33 feet long. They were catamaran style boats, very, very fast, very powerful, very loud engines, and had a crew of uniformed officers on board, about 6 or 7 people on each one of them. And man, I was heading towards a bridge here on this side of Beaufort, and they went by me just boom, 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 really just flying by me. Really, you know, the water really churned up the water. So, Ms. Shar, I think they're on their way to Camp Lejeune. So I don't think they're Navy. I think they're Marines heading down to Camp Lejeune for training exercises or what have you, is what I think it was. But boy, a whole bunch of them. And I had to kind of laugh. The first one got me on the VHF radio, and he's like, yeah, southbound sailboat approaching, you know, blah, blah, blah bridge. You know, this is so-and-so, and we're going to be passing you on your port side. And just about the time he said that, I could hear the roar of the engine out of my left ear. I went to turn my head to the left, and it was like vroom, 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 like a freight train going by me with all those boats at one time. So that was a little excitement today, and kind of got the boat bouncing a little bit, especially in an area where the channel was kind of narrow. They didn't have much room to get around me because it was pretty shallow through there and pretty narrow. But they didn't bother slowing down, and so they ended up throwing a whole lot of wake. But with so many of them going by it so fast, the boat was like for each one of them. It was just rocking and rolling there for a while until they all went by. No, there wasn't any, like, you know, brass or anything with them. It was just the crews on those individual boats going by. But man, they sure tore by me pretty fast. So that was a little excitement that we had today. Marine. Oh, I think the Marines are the Marines, not the Navy. Helium's being depleted. Sorry, Carl. Okay. I'm sorry you're sorry, Sarah. Okay. Imagine that. So, yep, lots of wakes. One after the other, 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 as they all went by. So, well, Eddie, I try to read each comment. I don't respond to each comment, but I do read each comment. Some of them aren't worth responding to. So. Okay. Yeah, Wood Beast, I assume that's the same guy, just coming back with another name, so. If it wasn't, oh well, my bad. But I'm not gonna deal with it, so. Anyhow, 40 minutes into the live stream, guys. The boat's doing fine. I'm in a nice little protected anchorage. Fuel consumption has been good. Oil consumption has been good. Engine's purring like a kitten. Everything in the refrigerator is staying nice and cool. I enjoyed a big hamburger tonight. Let's see what I have. I had a hamburger and oh, some hard-boiled eggs. I had a hamburger and a couple of hard-boiled eggs for dinner. A lot of protein. So, hey, Clint. Yeah, Miss Lily's right there. She's sleeping. So, well, I do my live stream. She's learning to just calm down and sleep now. So that's pretty cool. So, you cook? Yes, of course I cook. So, how long to the Florida border? Oh, way too long, Nacho. Way too long. So, John, the new dinghy held air perfectly. Yep, didn't lose a single PSI as far. I mean, I didn't put a gauge on it, but it doesn't appear like it's lost a single PSI. It was nice and snug, and it was really cool this morning. It was pretty cool. I actually expected to see it to be a little soft this morning, because when he brought it over yesterday, it was in the heat of the day and the pontoons were all really inflated. So this morning I expected it to see a little, as us guys know, when it gets cold out, things shrink. So tubes like that, usually they loosen up at first thing in the morning under the cool air, but it was still nice and tight this morning under the cool air. So, and really tight right now. It was 91 degrees when I stopped here this evening. So it's pretty warm. I did see some snowy egrets today while I was coming down, or not, yeah, snowy egrets, which I kind of like. That's a good sign to me that I'm getting south. I'm getting into the warmer water. I noticed the water color here in this part of North Carolina is a little clearer, more of a blue-green and not just that coffee color stuff that we had on the other parts of the ICW. So stuck in BC, it's a new used dinghy, so no, there's no warranty. Well, there was a warranty. The warranty was that it was going to hold air the next morning, and it did. So I'm very happy with the deal I made with it, and other than that, away we go. So yeah, it's fine. But we're in a good spot. We're going to make another big jump, I think, tomorrow, although we're going to get a late start. It's supposed to rain pretty good tonight. We're supposed to get some high winds around 4 a.m. Bit of a storm blowing through at 4 a.m. And then we'll go from there. Has the water temperature changed any in the last weeks? Yes, water temperature is getting warmer and warmer as I go further south. So I did not take the dinghy for a spin this morning. Nope, did that last night. There's a warranty I can live with. Yeah. Have you seen a Southern Grace? No. Okay. See, you're going to run into a bunch more of that icky dark water through South Carolina, especially around Myrtle Beach. Yeah, thanks, Steve. And I'm going to be through Myrtle Beach probably in a couple days. So I'm not doing a video on how you enter and exit the dinghy. Sorry, not going to do that. That was asked the other day. Not happening. So it gets bad there. Yeah, a lot of that watercolor is a function of the soil and, you know, the swampiness. If it's a lot of marsh and stuff, you're going to get that. So, my sailboat's a 29-footer, so nice to have female company. Yeah, female company would be nice. That's, what is your boat? It's a 1974 Cal 229 sailboat that I bought in Sandusky, Ohio in April for $2,000. So, pic of her in her new uniform, very cute. There you go. Hello, Granny Smith. How you doing? Yes, we need more women here. We always need more women. Women are awesome. If you ever go diving, and I don't mean tonight, of course, could you ever consider bringing us with you if you have waterproof phone? Actually, Eddie, one of the my GoPro is I have waterproof housing on my one GoPro. And once I get down to Florida, I'll be doing a lot of scuba diving. I also have a 720p webcam that's inside of an Icolite housing. So I'll be diving with that and filming with that as well. But the idea is when I get down there, I'm going to work, make some money, and be buying a much better underwater camera setup. In fact, you're going to see a bit of my channel is going to change pretty dramatically once I get down to Florida. It's going to be a lot more scuba diving, ocean conservation, and that kind of stuff, and less of me just traveling down the ICW or, you know, like we're doing right now. So there's going to be some big changes happening along the way. Area's ugly with all the golf courses throwing down treatment. Yeah, too much fertilizer. Hi, Carl. Sorry, why not show dinghy instructions? I just don't have time to do that right now. I'm traveling, so my old sponsor. Company, are there plans in the works for new companion coming on board? Well, stuck in BC, you never know. So, oh gosh. Trolls gotta play games. Didn't you your lost camera, diving case, and a divorce? I lost one. I lost my really good dive camera. My 1080p high definition broadcast quality. That camera and its housing I lost in a divorce, but I have another one that's not nearly as good a quality. So. Great. How will the conservation work come about? What groups will you partner with? I'll be a number of groups. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'll introduce you to those groups as that happens. So, okay. No plastic. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're back at their usual games, I guess. All right, shameless shout out time, guys. We're 46 minutes in. Shameless shout out. If you have a YouTube channel or some other social media that you care to promote, now's the time to go ahead and put something out there. So go ahead and give yourself a shameless shout out if you want. So, having conservation face to face, any chance that you would ever be able to have respect for others, to use good manners or behave themselves? If we were in a meetup scenario and having conversation face to face, any chance trolls would ever be able to have respect for others, use good manners, or behave themselves? I doubt it, Mashar. I really doubt it. And I think a lot of these trolls would not have the balls to behave the way they do in public, the way they do online. So, okay, everybody shout out. There you go, Eddie. All right, there you go. Shout out. If you're, I like that girl on Sailing Nanji. All right, there you go, Clint. We'll vote for Sailing Nanji. There's a lot of good channels going on. I've not been watching very much, but you know, there's still some good stuff out there. Adventure Drift just bought a 48-footer in Hawaii. Nice. Nice. Garage Talk with Doug. There you go, Trav. Good channel. Saturdays at 5 o'clock. Yep, very easy to hide behind an IP address. I would not have the balls. Agree plant, agree trolls, it's towers. Yep. I have 6 toes on 1 foot. Then you are a cat in Key West. Yes, you are. If you have a cat with 6 toes, you're in a Key West cat. So, guy on a shanty boat, backwaters, huh? Oh gosh, guys, 6 to Steve. All right. Wow. A lot of shout outs tonight. All right, so anyhow, going forward, we're in travel mode right now. I'm not anticipating doing anything but just heading down the water, trying to make tracks, checking out weather windows, seeing what we can do with those, and just trying to make tracks. So I'm anticipating we're going to make a lot of progress here in the next week or two. You know, theoretically, I've got maybe 30 days or less left to go. So as fast as I can get down there is as fast as I'm going to get down there now. So I'd really like to get back to work as soon as possible. So at least that's been my goal. It's been my goal since I bought the boat in Sandusky, Ohio. So, although some people seem like they can't remember that. But I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. tell you right now, it's hot here. I mean, I got the fan blowing on me and it's still hot, so. South after next summer and his knee replacement. Okay, Slipstream will be heading south after a knee replacement. Never good, so. Anyhow, all right, kids. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end that here. Off to dinner having tacos tonight. Oh, gosh, Marla. Just identifying yourself as a troll, aren't you? Just can't help yourself, you know? Oh, man. You guys think you're just so funny. Thank you, Pilot. Appreciate that. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate that, buddy. So with that said, kids, we're going to go ahead and pull the plug. There's just really not a whole lot else to talk about. I'm going to grab myself another beer and probably watch a movie tonight. Sit here and relax a little bit. And we'll have more for you later tomorrow, kids. So you can do it. I know I can do it, smoking. Hey, I'm almost I think I'm around 2,000 miles down with 1,000 to go. So we're making hellacious progress. I mean, we really are. And the boat's working beautifully right now. I'm really optimistic that I'm going to be achieving my goal and getting down there in style. So I'm looking forward to it. So anyhow, be good, be careful, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll probably get out of here with a late start due to all the rains coming down tonight and tomorrow morning. But we'll have more fun there. So anyhow, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal and Patreon. Should you want to contribute to the adventure, all funds are greatly needed and appreciated right now, as they always are. So we'll have more for you later, kids. Bye, everybody. Thanks.